Shalom, all praises to the horizon. Peace and wisdom. Wise Solace here. Today I want to do this very deep video explaining a little slave history. And so this is going to be including how the Outlaws started, how gangs started. Salam Shalom, College of Staten Island. Yeah, if you guys want your grasp t-shirts or hoodies, visit wiseservant.org. Excuse me, let me get my voice together. Salam Shalom, Rifle Hitter. You want to be the moderator? Let me know, brother. Victor Gold, Peace and Wisdom. Cameron Smith. I already got you, College of Staten Island. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. Share. And if you want to get access to private content, press the blue join word next to subscribe. There's many different options. Pick whichever one works best for you. Now, let's get to the deep. Thank you, brother. Our sister, College of Staten Island. I'm waiting on, okay. I was waiting on Rifle Hitter. Okay, Rifle Hitter, you're the moderator. What's going on, Louis' World? Now, let's get to this deep. I want to start with the outlaw. How the outlaw started. During the 1800s, you had a large number of outlaws emerging. This is in the 1800s. All throughout the 1800s, this is when all your outlaws started to emerge. Now, of course, you have Jesse James, Billy the Kid, Rattlesnake Dick, a bunch of crazy outlaws. You have this one named Thomas Bell Poole as well. Well, he's not just one, but you have many outlaws, like I said, emerging during the 1800s. Now, many of the early outlaws, your first to emerge, they were hired by the government to do crimes purposely. These crimes were publicized. You guys see like the wanted ads. We'll give you this money if you turn this person in. Publicizing it. Of course, what this does is influence others to do crime. Meaning when people see them wanted ads of criminals and then hear the background story, hearing how they get away with these steals and all types of things, you get my point? The same way you guys have a curiosity for gangsters. Even in today's times, y'all hear the gangster stories, it's like, yeah, I should try that. So like I said, it was publicized in the past. And this influenced people to do crimes. Now, I'm sure most of you guys will say, why would they want to influence people to do crimes? This would be used as a promotional tool to get people in the newly developing prison system. So, you had jails and penitentiaries up until that point. A jail or penitentiary, this can be any place. It doesn't have to be a prison with cells. It can be a school. But a person is being held there. You understand? The prison system that we know today, where it's like a state-to-state thing, this started to develop around 1891. The Congress passed the Three Prisons Act. So in 1891, the Three Prisons Act was passed. This is prison as y'all know it. Prior to that, there was no real orders of jail. There were jails and penitentiaries, but not a real order of it, like a system. And so, like I said, this newly developing prison system is a business. We know prison is about locking people up. This is that business. And so, This business has to be promoted. Now you can't go on TV and say, "Hey, people, come to jail. It's nice here." And so it's promoted through other means, meaning the crime is promoted, and that it influences others to do crime, and in that the prison system get all the product it need. Meaning all the people getting arrested and going to jail in the past would have made for the product of this prison. The product being workers. The state has state-owned businesses. Most prisoners are doing the state-owned business work. You know, chopping down trees, the lumber business. This is a state-owned business, meaning the state owns that business. You get my point? Just like the church may have businesses they own. A company can have businesses under said company, so to say. So you get my point? So most prisoners become free workers for the prison. The prison having business outside of the prison. And so they work those. You know, back in the day they had them making license plates. This is a state-owned thing. Meaning when y'all go get y'all license plate, that got to do with the government. The government has businesses like that. Inmates do that work for basically nothing. So the government basically has a way where they can get all their work done for free. You have a business, you have to hire workers. They have this prison system where they have basically free workers just coming in. So it's a genius plan. It's like legal slavery. And so you have to grasp. Jail was promoted, or prison was promoted through the criminals, making the criminals look larger than life, etc. When that happened, people begin to look into crime, look to be a part of these outlaw gangs, things like that. You got to remember, the system is just starting to develop up. You got your banks set up, you got your little post offices, and the beginnings of what we know. And so these things it's easy for an outlaw to, you get it, do whatever they want and not reap any repercussions. But this prison system is right around the corner. So you get it? You have government officials starting the outlaws, meaning you have the prison system set up. So now the government say, okay, we need criminals, meaning we need people to break the law. And so your first outlaws were hired by the government. We're going to pay you, commit crime, do things, do whatever you want. Just don't kill anyone. If you do that, then we can't help you. But break all the law you want. We're going to publicize it. They may not even be in on the plan. They just look at it like I could do free crime and they ain't going to lock me up. They told me I could do whatever I want and they're going to always get me out. You get it? So your early outlaws were basically, that was brought to them. Like, yo, you can break the law. You won't get away with it. Don't worry about it. Hit that bank. Hit that post office. You get my point? And so they're doing crimes. There's no repercussion for them. But they're influencing others to do crime when they're publicized by the government. All those who are influenced, now they really getting locked up and thrown into this new developed prison. As in the outlaws that they admire wasn't. They wasn't never going to see that prison. They was helping to get the bodies in there. You get my point? And so this is still happening today through the movies and many different forms of entertainment. You can almost see, like in today's times, they give opportunity to people who came out of jail. Think about that. Y'all see this in hip hop. If you've been to jail, this is viewed as tough. You viewed as cool. When I was growing up, if you went to jail, so then your run was over in the streets. No cap. I don't even see how that wouldn't make sense to y'all. We selling dope or we do whatever crimes we do, you got caught. Now you come home. Where do you fit in as tough? Nigga, you are a liability. I don't want to go to jail, motherfucker. You gotta... We'll pay you to just get low. Get low. That's how it went in the past. You get out of jail, people willing to pay you to get lost. Because you hot. In the daytimes, dudes come out of jail, y'all got whole jail groups. When I was growing up, that shit was frowned upon. Like I said, once you got caught, Your street career was over. You was just viewed how you was, like sloppy. Sloppy is okay in the daytime. Y'all could do all the sloppy stuff y'all want. It's gonna be viewed as cool. And y'all gangster. And you went to jail. And my day, if you went to jail, you was handicapped. The gangsters looking at you like he not that good at crime. He went to jail. It don't matter if he, even if he is good, he went to jail. I didn't, so I'm better than him. I don't even be around it. It's just common sense if you're breaking the law. Like I said, in the daytime, y'all view the dudes that come home from jail as tough. I don't see what's tough about that though. That don't even make sense. How can you be tough and you can't even do nothing? I'm not speaking like someone from without experience. Jail is boring. I'm not saying bad things don't happen in there. Bad stuff happen out here. Worse shit happen out here that probably happen in jail. Cause you can't do but so much in jail. My point is worse bad shit happens everywhere. But in terms of, jail in a whole, it's just boring. Like extremely like sit in your bathroom and don't do nothing. Like that. Torture boring. Outside of that, it's not a place to make you tough. It's a place to make you weaker and lesser. You get it? You get my point? Fuck up the mind. This was said in the past. Meaning jailbirds told me this when I was young. Don't get caught up like me, man. Fuck with that shit, man. Make sure you keep your nose right. I mean, make sure you good and don't be fucking around with this shit out here like that. Like sniffing and all that weird shit. Keep your nose clean, do what you do. Start fucking around, you're gonna slip up. You're gonna end up in a pokey like me. Not me, but this is how they telling me. Like, you're gonna end up in a pokey like me. Nigga, then ain't nobody gonna wanna get no money with you. Cause you hot. In the daytime, y'all look forward to going to jail. And so, like I said, these things are influenced. Now, just like in the daytime, y'all got a lot of big time rats. Y'all influenced by them. They don't go to jail, y'all do. Meaning the same systems of old is still in place. Gangs are still being started, like the outlaw gangs of old. They're still being started by, people who were pressed upon by the law. You have regular individual criminals who may get, addressed by law enforcement or the government and say, man, you're going to start this gang and you're going to do blase, blase, blase. We're going to give you a pass. He not knowing he is here just to, influence everyone else to do crime and go to jail, and he not. And so you have this gangster from, I believe, 1818, maybe 1820. His name is Thomas Bell Poole. This is just proof that what I just said is real. You have Thomas Bell Poole. He was a well-known outlaw, meaning he did crime. He broke the law. But bust how he was a Monterey County under sheriff, meaning he worked under the sheriff. That part. A rat first, or a cop, government type official first, then a outlaw. He got a whole crew of outlaws up under him. They have no clue this nigga used to be an under sheriff. You get it? Like that. On top of him being an under sheriff, he a part of the Knights of the Golden Circle, which is a secret society that is trying to get their own country where slavery is legal. Basically what y'all live today, with slavery legal and y'all think it's regular. You don't have secret societies no more because they have all fulfilled the goal, which is what y'all live now. Slavery and ignorance. Y'all don't view it as slavery. Y'all view it as the orders of how y'all live, which is slavery. You do what I say, go to jail. Work this job or die from starvation, because we ain't letting you grow shit. You get it? A slavery, that's like a norm. Say, man, this is regular. And so, grass, you got Thomas Bell Poole, an under sheriff and a secret society member who became an outlaw and influenced probably all the outlaws y'all know to come after 1818, because that's early in the game. You got people like Billy the Kid and these others, they way later in the game. He early in the game. Damn, I got to close this window. No, I apologize. New York is very loud. What's going on, Empress Lulu, baby? And so let me know if y'all following so far. Like I said, I'm trying to explain to you guys how the gangsters, the outlaws, this was a thing created by the governments to influence others to do crime. Therefore, they can fill up the prison system. The prison system was just now, getting on his way. Now, you did have prisons before 1891, or jails. You had in 1683 in Philadelphia, you had like a 7 foot by 5 foot box, and it was used as a jail, early jail. Then you had the main one, the High Street Jail. This was in 1695. I'm sorry, the first one I named was 1683. The High Street Jail, which is the main one, this was 1695. But it's like I said, it was a workplace, and then a part of this place had like prisoners being detained. Now, when you're dealing with prison in the past, just to give y'all a little history, a prison or a jail was a place that a perp was basically detained until the punishment, followed through. That punishment being like death. Let's say he stole, so the punishment gonna be get his hands chopped off, his tongue cut out, his foot cut off. You get it? Jail was just to hold him until that, you get it, was taken care of. Meaning he was held in jail until he was found guilty, and then he was held until the punishment was basically administered. In today's times, the detainment is the punishment. And that's because prison is a business. It's not like jail of old. Jail of old was just about like criminals. If somebody did somebody wrong, they're going to be dealt with accordingly to their crime. Not, we just going to detain you and hold you. Doesn't matter what you do. You can kill somebody. You can steal. You can jaywalk. But you all get the same punishment, which is to just get held. You get it? That's stupid. What's the point of that? Whatever you do, you're just going to get held. The amount of time you're held is all that separates the punishment. Meaning I could kill somebody, you can fucking jaywalk or not pay your taxes, and we both get the same punishment, which is to sit in jail. You may just get less time. Maybe. Maybe I'm a rat. I get out before you. You get it? That system is ugly. It's business. Like I said, the prisoners, they free workers. State got hella businesses that they own, and so they always need workers to work these businesses for free. If you owned a business and all you had to do was pay your workers 15 cents an hour, yeah, shit. Yeah. Minimum wage $15 an hour in New York, but you can pay your workers 15 cents. That's kind of a no-brainer. And so that's truly the purpose of prison. Free work. This is how you capitalize. Y'all bosses don't want to pay y'all, but they got to. But if they got any loophole where they could pay y'all 25 cents, they would. An hour. They know you're not going to be able to make it through the week. They wouldn't care though. But they can't do that. So it's fake love. Like, yeah, I pay you, what you need. But in all reality, they wouldn't give you shit if they didn't have to. It'd be like the past. So I'm just giving you the perspective so you can grasp. Prison, deep thing. Now, of course, in 1773, you had the Walnut Street Prison. You can look these up. High Street Jail, Wall Street Prison. You also had in 1797, this is right after the Wall Street Prison, you had Newgate Prison in New York. So you had prisons before 1891. Look at these as like, the startups of this new system. You got to figure it out. Like, all right, we got to put this system into place. Remember, this same system is already in Europe. You get it? Meaning Europe been colonized. So when colonizers is coming from Europe to America, which is new territory, undeveloped lands, you already got the system that we live now happening in Europe then. So they can come here, hunt animals, take the animal hides, send them back to Europe where they're going to get sold in stores as fur coats. Meaning they got the same system in Europe in 1492 that we have here now. And so you got colonizers here exploiting the place, sending it back, getting money, and you get it? And so they already know the orders that have to be instilled here. It's just a matter of time. Like, first you got to do everything in its orders. Meaning, first you got to mix breed the people. You got to start developing up countries. You got to move people around. You get it? Whatever their country name is, their nationality name will be. And you get it? A separated order. Basically, making a land's a store or a business. The people being the workers and the products of this business and store, which is the land. So it's a deep thing. Let me know if you guys are following. Solid. And so, where was I at? Like I said, in early 1400s, Europe was already running. America's new. So every other place, for the most part, already had this system in play that we have, where, you know, the prison system, all the buildings, all the businesses. Of course, these places started plantations and all of that. A plantation is just a small, a plantation is just a small city. You get it? Uh, like a village. This is all just the build ups to where we are. You get it? Before you have a whole country developed, you have like 30 acres developed. This is a plantation. But it's the same blueprints as a city. You got your citizens or slaves on your plantation. They do your work. Your plantation being a business, whether it's cotton, the cotton business, whatever business you fall into. But you get it? It's the same order. It's just business. And so, the most important business of a city is the prison, even if you go back to the ancient city of Babylon. Even if you go back to ancient Acadia, it's always going to be a prison system. And so, during the 1800s, when all the outlaws were emerging, that's what their purpose was. Many of the early ones, man, they broke all the laws, got paid to do it, and got to keep whatever laws they broke in that earnings, and walk away scot-free when it was done. All the people they influence, whether this be like a gang they started and it's a whole bunch of gang members in it, or just other people from far away that may have seen their wanted sign and heard, you know, all the stories to go with this person, and now they're influenced like, yeah, I'm gonna do the same. All these people go to prison. Remember, the prison system knew, so that part. Imagine if y'all never heard it yet. Right now, there is no prison system. Y'all never heard of that. Y'all see me running around robbing shit, having hella bread. Like, yo, I take whatever I want. Y'all go to the post office and mail off shit. I go to the post office and steal everything they got in here. They don't do nothing about it. Ain't but so long for y'all gonna be like, yo, I'm about to go with him, man. He keep having new stuff and ain't nothing happening. He just robbed his store like 2 days ago. He took everything in there and nothing happened. You get it? Y'all gonna be like, I'm going with him. I don't care what nobody say. But what you don't know is they got this new thing called jail where they gonna lock you up and put you in it. Not me, yo ass. And so now you out there breaking the law with me, or you just breaking the law on your own because you like ain't nothing happening. Jail don't exist yet. You get me? A prison system don't exist yet. So you like, I'm just gonna go to the next town and get away. But that's over with now. You go to the next town now and you can get caught. See, before that, you can go to the next town, get a whole new life. Nobody know you exist. But now with this prison system, you can't go to the next town. They'll track you down. It's all connected. The people know nothing of this weird shit. You get it? They still thinking chain gang. Once I leave the plantation, ain't nothing the plantation master can do to me. What he gonna do? I'll beat his ass out here on free man territory. Just on his plantation, he calling shots. You get it? And so, brass. You break the law, next thing you know, you got cuffs on you. They sending you through some whole new system you know nothing of. Like, what the fuck is this? They holding me for like, they holding me so long by the time I get out, my people gonna be moved somewhere else. I don't even know where I'm gonna find them. Ain't no phones and shit. Ain't no address, no street. There's barely streets everywhere. How you gonna find your people after 8 years? That part. Meaning this shit go ugly. Imagine you get locked up right now, but there's no phones and there ain't really like streets all set up. How you gonna write or call or reach out to your people? They don't know where you at. That part. You gone in the system. Meaning your first fucking inmates got lost in that bitch. Meaning when they came out of jail, they didn't have nothing. No family, no nothing. They died like that. They peoples could have moved to Massachusetts. Shit was crazy back then. You trying to get wherever you can get where it's better. Hella people from the South came north. Whoever got locked the fuck up in the South, do you know, like, they came home, they people in the North, they don't even know how to get there, what the North is. They just heard of it. Like that. Where you like, I'm fucked. What can I do? All my peoples migrated north. They did this shit like 8 years ago. I've been here 10 years. I don't even know where they at or where to begin. You get my point? Like that. You just in life by yourself now. You would have had hella black people like this in the past. When that prison system first started. Getting locked up and lost in there. Where they just stay. Like, fuck it. Ain't no point to parole out. Where am I going? The fuck am I going? What the fuck am I going to do? This is my house. So you get my point? We basically live what we live today because of that. Meaning, y'all all want to be gangsters because they have this system in order. And every generation, they influence it upon the people. Meaning every generation is going to be gangster. When I was growing up, you had Alpo, Rich Porter, Nicky Barnes and them too. I guess you could say that's my generation. Because Alpo and them ain't really my generation. That's y'all generation. Meaning I'm like 13, 14, maybe even 15 when they snatched Alpo up. You get it? So he ain't my generation. You get my point? Meaning I'm aware of Alpo before fucking TV and shit. He from the neighborhood type shit. You get it? So that's why I say maybe he ain't my generation. Now I don't know no Nicky Barnes, meaning he before my generation. So we just heard of this nigga like and guy fishing and we heard of them, but they was already snatched up probably before I was born. So like that. It's like that like Alpo. You snatched up before half y'all was even born in today times. If you was born like 94, 95, so you get my point? You might be like 1 years old or some shit when they snatched Alpo up. And now he home. Like that. Y'all influenced by these things. Now, I'm not saying Alpo. Alpo would be like y'all. Someone who was influenced by the generation before his. And the generation before his was influenced before the generation before theirs. All the way back to fucking 1750. You get it? Generation after generation, creating criminals, and they all gonna be thrown in this newly developed prison system where they gonna give away most of their life, most of their good life. Because when you young, you gonna make mistakes. Now, when the nigga take all that from you, you get it? A nigga give you your life when you at an age where you like, I don't even want to make no mistakes. I don't, you get it? I ain't at the age where I care to make mistakes. That's some shit you want to do when you're young. You're curious. Again, most of the people go to jail between 18 and 25. Some niggas do like 20. They come home 40. Now they can have their freedom at 40. They don't got that energy that they had when they was 18. You get it? That energy that they was using to break the law is the same energy that they could have used to make themselves wealthy legitly. It's the same energy that's going to make whatever they choose to be. You get it? That energy going to run out at some point as you get older. They robbed them of all that time. You get my point? Meaning when you're young, it's when you got your energy, it's when things is more stickier for you. You can fall into anything. Gangs, fucking prostitution, legal shit, college. You could fall into anything when you're young because you got the energy. And like I said, it's sticking. You sticky. You could sell dope and go right to college and they won't even notice like he's a dope dealer because you a kid. You like nothing. You trying to find where you fit. and you try to find yourself in the gang area, you might not. You might have realized after 3 years, I don't fit here. Let me go to college, but they lock you up on your second year playing with that, and you get 20 like that. You know how many dudes was just playing with the streets like you do when you're young? Some of y'all played with the streets when you was young. By the time you got 18, 19, you got your shit together. You got you a little job. You started taking little classes here. Now you got your life together. There's hella dudes in the street that played in the streets when they was young, and by the time they got grown, they got their shit together. It wasn't really something they wanted to do. Just kid shit. Some of y'all joined gangs when you was a kid. You're not in the gang no more. You don't claim that shit. You outgrew it by the time you hit like mid-20s. Imagine you would have got snatched and you would have had to do 20. You get it? You would have missed all of that, meaning you wouldn't have had a chance to change and say, I ain't doing that no more, I'm doing this. So you got a hella dudes in jail like that. They stuck being a gangster in a jailbird, but truly they was robbed of their childhood because they may have changed. You can't say what a child doing one day he gonna do the next. Children is like, you know what I mean? If you got, I got grand. So if you got children, you know what I mean. They motherfuckers want to do everything every day. You want to be tough today. You think he want to be an artist tomorrow. Kids see shit, they want to do it. A kid could want to be a gangster one day and then the next day see fucking me doing backflips and say, I changed my mind. I want to do backflips. They unstable. And so to see a kid in the streets breaking the law and lock him up, take all his years from him, mind you, he might have changed on his own because he a kid. You can't even trust that he really want to do that. He could just be being influenced right now. I mean, he just ain't got the mind and the strength to not be influenced. A lot of dudes in the neighborhoods is influenced. They don't want to be tough and they ain't tough. They just ain't got no choice. Whoever they fall up on the top, making them like, yo, you better do what the fuck I say. We doing this. We robbing people and you gonna do it. Like force, like you coming. And so they're gonna go to jail and lose 10, 15 years and be stuck there. And so the point I'm making is this shit real. Y'all all being influenced by the government. Meaning if you a gangster or outlaw, however you view it, you some shit that the government implanted to fuck us over. And it works so good. You can't even deny that. Y'all are influencing every generation to come. Y'all basically doing free promotion for their prisons. They don't even pay y'all or cut y'all time in half like they would have did to the early outlaws that started this shit. Think on that. When y'all out here talking that gangster shit, y'all are y'all are promoting jail for free. Cause nigga going to jail in these times. There's too many cameras and too many motherfuckers that's holding cameras in their hand for you not to. And so if you pumping outlaw gangster life, you worse than a snitch. You technically the nigga that's you do promotion for prison. You do free promo for prison. And so this is why the gangsters and the outlaws gonna have a nice jury on and all that shit. I ain't hating. I got some shit. Forget it. Y'all watch this shit. I look dusty today. Nigga come on here like that nigga hating because he real. Hold on. Whoa, I'm flying in y'all gangsters. I'm just making a point. Like, you ain't got to be a gangster to be fly and make something out yourself. You hear me? But when you young, maybe you do, cause you ain't got that many options to get like nice paying jobs. Some of y'all young and greedy, so that's why you gotta watch your desires. You're like a kid, but you got grown ass people like fucking desires. Some of y'all like that now. You're like 15, 16, but you got desires of grown ups. I want this car and I want this bigger link, and you ain't got no income. And so you gonna fall in some dumb shit because of your desires. And so I know when you're young, your desires is what they is. And so you got to know when you're young, you're going to fuck up and you live in a system that's going to exploit that. So you got to tell your young that, like, yo, you going to fall into whatever you do. They got this thing out there, the streets and jail and all that whole system. It's an order. And the shit that got you influenced to be out there, that's that order. All them niggas out there ganging that's influencing you and making you think that shit cool, they what you is. They was influenced and they going to that place that was made just for this. Meaning they doing free promotion for that jail. And they all gonna go and then they all gonna defend that place. Cause that's all they got. You get it? You went to college, you got some shit to talk. I got my degree, all they got is that. You remove jail, motherfucker, like he ain't got nothing. But a whole bunch of missing years. And so they gonna hold on to that jail and say, man, that shit made a man out of me and I got my degree there. And you get it? And so you get my point? They gonna come out holding that jail on their back. Just like y'all come from the ghettos and y'all hold that ghetto on y'all back. Y'all say like, nah, I'm from here, I'm from there, this is my hood. But you don't own nothing in that hood. You just live there by default because you poor. That's the poor neighborhood. And so I hope y'all hearing me. This shit go deep, deep. Star Solaris, oh yeah, man, it's similar to Wazoo Siri. She say, I work with educated youth and they dying one by one due to ganging guns. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all some deep shit. A lot of it's gonna go over a lot of y'all heads. But it's gonna start with the oldest, man. The dudes my age. They gotta understand this shit. Meaning most people don't know this. Like, in 1891, this is when the Three Prisons Act was passed, and this is when you got your prison system. And during the 1800s, this is when you had all your outlaws emerging. Where the fuck was Outlaws before that? It's just a coincidence that Outlaws popped up in the 1800s when they was developing the prison system. And so they was paying a lot of them early outlaws to do that to influence generations to come, because they gonna pack them in there. It's like promotion. We gonna pay you to do this, and we gonna recoup the benefits from all the people that come behind you. We basically gonna use you as the catch. They gonna try to be you, and we gonna get them, and we gonna leave you free. So like you gonna be like the shit they aspire to be. You say, man, this nigga been breaking crime. He never get caught. I could too. And so now in the daytime, y'all go out there in them streets, y'all go sell dope. Hella niggas before y'all time got locked up. But y'all say like, nah, maybe the one or two that got away, I could be like them. That's stupid when you think of it, but if you pay attention to the streets, you'll clearly see what I'm saying. You got hella niggas that always go locked up, get locked up. Generation from generation. But every generation will find one or two niggas that slip through the crack and say, I might be like him. Subconsciously in the mind where they will go play, ignoring all the long line of niggas that went to jail for those one or two. Just like the past. They focused on a one nigga that's really government property. He worked for them. He break the law for them. They pay him. But they see he free, so they say, nah. Them niggas was just slipping. This shit really do work because he's been getting away. But he ain't been getting away. He worked with them people. His job is to influence y'all. And so now here we are in the daytime, same orders. They put gangster movies in front of y'all. They put the crime and shit in front of y'all. They make it look, larger than life. So grass. Some of y'all want to be Alpo. Say shit, it don't matter. I could be Alpo. That nigga did 25 years. He come home, he ride around in drop top Rolls Royces, still looking like old Alpo. You get my point? I'm older now, so I say, damn, that shit deep. But if I was 25 like how my mind was rocking back then, you get my point? I don't know how I would view it. I would view it probably how I view it now. Like, that shit's crazy. But it will only make it more like, if I get knocked, I'ma just do my motherfucking time, come home, and still rock out. You get it? You don't have to rap. You say, fuck it, that nigga did time that a nigga would do. Like, Alpo ratted, but he did 25 years. So you figure the regular nigga just say, man, I'll just do the 25 they gonna give me. Come home, I can still rock out like Poe. Minus the ratting. Because if Alpo ain't rat, he'd be a fucking god to y'all niggas. Right? A god to y'all. I think if Alpo didn't rat and that, he coming home. That part. It wouldn't be a gangster on this planet that wouldn't have to bow down to that nigga because Alpo the one. You get it? Out of all the gangsters, y'all know he the one. that's gonna have your noodles popping out your shit. He the one that's gonna have you dead out here. So like, you get my point? And he don't mind letting it be known, like, I read it and shit, but I'm still a man, and he basically saying in so many words, I will still dome you and shit. Like, if I tell on niggas, that mean I'll do anything. I don't think y'all get that. A lot of these gangsters that tell, man, you don't want to know what they was doing before they told. If you knew what they was doing before they told, you wouldn't even be that shocked that they told. These niggas crazy. They do anything they want. Anything. And so telling on a nigga ain't really nothing once you see half the shit these niggas will do. Y'all not really gangsters. Y'all haven't seen shit. Y'all see some shit. Then y'all know like what I'm talking about. I got bullet holes and knife wounds all before 21. A bunch of them. This a part of life y'all don't know nothing about. I'm going to say it again. I got bullet holes and stab wounds all before 21. You can see them if you want. Some of them shits in areas I can't even show you. Y'all have that life? Because hella niggas I know, they was with me. Say he got bullet in him too. Hella, him too. Meaning it's a whole world y'all don't even know nothing about. Whatever y'all calling gangster ain't. This niggas out there getting shot the fuck up. They gonna be outside tomorrow doing what they do. Like that. Where it's ugly, ugly. Where you like, oh yeah, how do you even stay alive? Like that. Again, I got bullet holes and knife wounds in me. If you knew me then, you'd be like, this nigga gonna die tomorrow. Tomorrow come he don't, you like, the next day, one of these days, there's no way he can avoid this shit every day. Every day I'm avoiding it. I get hit, whatever. But every day I'm avoiding it. Like that. Every day you gonna die, nigga. But every day you work it out. Like, you might even take a bullet, but you like, all right, fuck it. Tomorrow. Y'all don't live like that. Meaning this shit go real ugly. And so, like I said, half the niggas that be ratting, you don't want to know what the fuck they was doing before they told. You wouldn't even be shocked that they rat. There's uglier shit in life than ratting. Just, y'all kind of lost on ratting. I view a nigga that rape a little kid worse than a rat. A rat don't even measure up to him. I wouldn't have had no feelings towards a rat if a rapist is standing before me. You get it? You could say he a rat. I don't know. It don't matter. That's all right. It's okay to be a rat. A rapist, right? You get it? That's all that. Like that. You got some things in life way worse than ratting. And so y'all need to start to put everything on the same scale because y'all act like dishonor's okay, long as it ain't snitching. You keep snitching there. And start adding other shit to that goddamn basket. Like pedophiles and all kind of shit. Unloyal motherfuckers, anything you could think of that. You dig? So it's deep. Indigo America Seminole Indian said, I'm 41 and got bullet holes and stab wounds too. 80s baby. That's what I be trying to tell these little niggas. Every nigga I grew up with got a bullet in his ass. I don't know what y'all think y'all doing. Y'all get shot and die. The bullets in our day was better than the bullets y'all got now. The bullets y'all got now made it the cheapest metals they could find. Every generation like that. Them niggas getting shot back in the 50s was getting shot with silver bullets. Get shot with a whole gold bullet, blood. That shit kill them. Like, it's so hard. Hey, y'all niggas get shot with rubber bullets and shit that's damn near rubber. Still dying. Back in the day, we get hit with real bullets, like a real metal. He be fucked up after that. 50 Cent got 50 Cent. Meaning this shit ain't, y'all think 50 Cent, like he got shot up. Man, that's a nigga from them times. I teach. I'm sitting here telling you like, oh yeah, I got flanked the fuck up too. You don't see that as strange, like damn, even the preacher nigga got bullets in his ass from back in the the rap nigga got bullets in him. He a rapper. Why he got bullets in him? That part. Even regular niggas got bullets in their ass from back in them days. Everybody was gangster. Ain't wasn't no going around it. If you made it through a day, It's a blessing. That's why we cherish life. That's why we wasn't running around shitting on the dead. Because we like, shit, tomorrow's still my day. Every day, you like that every day. Shit, today my day. And so you ain't got time to be snapping on the nigga that you killed, talking about I smoked this pack. You like, these niggas gonna kill me when they catch up. These niggas gonna kill me when they catch up with me. I ain't got time to be playing with this niggas over here. He done already. Fuck him. I don't worry about him no more. I gotta focus on the rest of these niggas. Y'all got time to go dig up the dead and tease the dead? That lets you know y'all just killing each other for no absolute reason. That part. Because if it's for a reason, you ain't really got the time. Your brain ain't working like that. Like, yeah, I don't go tell niggas I smoked this pack. Your brain like, nah, he disrespectful. Like, he gotta go. So I'm just telling you, it's real out here. Y'all be careful. Mr. Clumps, you got to speak English, champ. I don't even know how you understand what I'm saying. But if you do, that means you can speak English. Fix your stuff, man. Get it together. Big who said. Now, let's go to the deep parts of this video. Hopefully, y'all grasp so far. If y'all want to give back, what's today? Monday? I don't get no checks on Mondays. What checks come on the 4th? None, huh? It's okay. Tomorrow. On y'all ass. I'm on y'all ass tomorrow. Y'all ain't giving back? But it's Monday, so I'm gonna chill with it because it's Monday. Tomorrow's video, earfuls. Earfuls! You niggas ain't give back all month. This tomorrow's video. You bitch ass niggas ain't give back. I would be breakdancing on you. Bitch ass niggas ain't give back all month. What's up? It's always a deep thing. Try and grasp. Nah, if you want to give back, visit wiseservant.org. I don't think you could click the description, but you can go to paypal.me/solidsoullarry. Or you can go to cash.app/$ the real solace. Or of course visit wiseservant.org. Okay, I see the Puerto Rican brother fixed his thing. He said, what if you were framed for being a snitch and blackmailed all the time, all at the same time? How should one handle them? That happened to me when I was younger by my own cousin. But I don't want to go into that. Like I said, that's my cousin. I'm older now. 15 years later. So. That's not a question I can really answer, champ. I don't have to answer to nobody in the street. Truly, I do whatever the fuck I want. So, I don't know. You could die like, you get my point? Meaning that shit's serious, somebody do that to you. I don't understand the extremes of it, because like I said, ain't nobody coming for me truly come under me. You get my point? You either a little brother, a little nigga from the, you get it? Grown now, but I'm 39. Niggas 36, 35. These is motherfuckers that was like, I'm 18, they 14. You get it? So whoever's coming for me, even my cousin that said it, he a little nigga to me. I put him on. Whoever coming for me is a little nigga to me, so it's not gonna be the same. Where I'm like, damn, nigga said this about me. It's like, fucking kids do what they do, whatever. That's not to say I can't get hurt, but you just not going to never look at your little brothers and you get my point? You're not never going to look at your little brothers and little niggas from your neighborhood like, it's like, fuck them, nigga. I'll swallow them niggas up. Whatever happened, if they win, then it was luck. You get it? But you might be a nigga that fall under some ranks. So, then this is bad. He said, I'm saying it's a character assassination. Yeah, but in today's times, y'all big on hearsay. When I'm growing up, your character is what a nigga know. Your resume is what niggas know you did. Your resume ain't got nothing to do with what niggas say. That's hearsay. Again, y'all resumes is built off of hearsay, so y'all be like, ask about me. In my day, I don't tell you to ask about me. I put you down right there. Now you know about me. You asking about me don't do nothing. What if this nigga lie and tell you I'm real and I ain't? That happens. He liked me. I put money in his pocket. He gonna say anything I want him to say, but it might not be right. So when I was growing up, I was instilled in me from jump. It don't matter what a nigga say. You hold a nigga for what he is. Meaning you watch niggas and you know who the fuck is who. So whoever you don't know don't even matter. You don't gotta waste your time with that. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You get my point? Whack 100 in LA. I don't have to worry about whatever whack. I don't care. Got nothing to do with what's over here. You get it? Y'all everywhere in the daytime. You live in Phoenix. You all in New York business. You get it? Y'all do what we call fuck nigga shit back in the day, but this is my point. Y'all being raised by bozos. That's why y'all dropping and going to jail so much. Y'all don't got real dudes telling y'all like, nah, that ain't the way. Once you get jammed up one time, you sit down. Otherwise, you gonna keep going. Ain't no getting around that. Other dudes on the flip side gonna be like, nah, you can't rock no more because you just came home, blood. You ain't no good. Like, in the daytimes, y'all embrace what tears down. Y'all embrace the nigga coming home from jail like he mad real because he just did a bid. Now, when all you niggas go to jail, y'all don't catch on. Like, damn, that's how that shit happened. He was hot. We all fucking with this nigga. Instead of giving him a little bread so he can get low, save him and ourselves. Now, y'all embrace it. You know, the nigga just came home, he real, he did 10. That mean he was on pause for 10 years. You know how many niggas go to jail and they don't have no fights? Y'all got this thing like every nigga go to jail is tough. These niggas that go to jail and ain't nothing happen. Most niggas I know that went to jail, they didn't have no fight. I'm just telling you the truth. I know nothing but motherfuckers that go to jail. My mama did 2 years. So when I tell you I don't know nothing but motherfuckers that went to jail. My pops did more time than any gangster y'all could name. He dead now, but my pops died like 61. I'm not lying. This nigga did at least 45 years out of that 60 in jail. Meaning he did more time in jail than my age. I'm positive of that. Because I ain't see the nigga till I was grown. I'm positive. But you get my point? I know jail. I know jail people really good. So trust me when I tell you, man, it get ugly as you think in jail, but there's a whole nother side that ain't being told to y'all like nothing happening. Which is normally what's gonna be. Meaning, more than likely, you're gonna go to jail and nothing gonna happen. You're gonna be bored out your mind. You're gonna see some disgusting shit that you rather not. Like a nigga getting his doodle hole blew out, but oh shit, I'll take a shower later. The fuck? But that's pretty crazy. That's about it. And that's voluntary. You get it? The nigga wanna get his bunky hole blowed open. Like that's what he in there for. So, try to grab. See, I spent like 3 weeks in that bitch. Now you might be a rat. If you are a rat, man, I'm in a different place in my life. So I feel like everybody gotta have an opportunity to redeem themselves. I don't know how you can redeem yourself for putting somebody in jail, but there has to be a redemption that can be made. Otherwise, what are we doing then? I mean, anything y'all do, that's it. Ain't no room for no mistakes ever. So it don't matter what a person do in his life, they got to be able to redeem themselves. When I say redeem, I mean do an action of equal measure. You understand? We ain't talking about I'm sorry, that's words. Redeem yourself by doing something of equal measure. Everybody got to be given that opportunity. Otherwise, Y'all setting the platform for people to just tell and do all dishonorable things because they gonna feel like it's too hard. I can't even make one mistake. You get it? And so you don't want to be a tyrant in life. It ain't about that. Motherfuckers gonna do what they do. At the end of the day, you just want to make it clear where you stand. Let the niggas know, man, you always got an opportunity to slide the fuck away from me. That's why I always tell y'all, if you a bozo, slide the fuck out. I don't want you to feel like I'm your ruler. I move how I move. Get the fuck away from me if you don't move like that. As long as you know I could leave, don't come victim shit. You get it? I'm like that with my women. You ain't no fucking hostage. You could leave. Like, don't never feel like, oh. Yeah. That's the easiest shit you can always do. If we ain't clicking, slide the fuck out. I'm really not a tyrant type of nigga or controlling type of nigga. I'm that person that will tell you, like, get the fuck away from me. Period. I'm not really looking for shit to rule over. I'm looking for shit with a brain already. We can work together, make shit work. Other than that, I ain't really good with followers and weirdos. They ain't gonna aggravate me. You gotta use your brain. Like, period. I'll give you Jews. You can use mine for a little while, but you got to use your joint. Kat Rena said, how much is that t-shirt? I forget the price, love. It might be like $15, $20. A hoodie's like $30. I forget though. You can visit my website. When you do, let me know what the price is, because I forget. I forgot. It's a deep thing, baby. I just put it out. I don't really pay it no mind after that. As the money come in. Brother said, how long does it take to receive your books and t-shirts? 2, 3 days. Something like that. And so you be careful out there, Mr. Clumps. Somebody say you rat. Hey, that's what they do in the daytime. So, you get my point? Meaning y'all done heard that shit so much. That was something that didn't happen in the past, because you don't want to play with that. Then you're going to cloud your fucking vision of who really is a rat. And you need to know who a rat. So nobody played with that on the past. Meaning if a nigga didn't like you, he wouldn't have said you was a rat. He would have just said, I don't like you. In the daytime, whatever's whatever, y'all just gonna say the person's a rat. But in that make it strange. You like, it'd be hard. Say, man, I heard he was a rat, but I don't even know what the fuck going on no more, cause he is, and he ain't say nothing. Some of y'all like that, like, I know this nigga right here ratted, and ain't nobody saying nothing. They say he is, but I don't know. So a lot of y'all like this in the daytime. I don't know who the fuck is who. I'm just trying to go with whatever the flow is. They say this is like this, I'm going to flow with that, but I see what I seen. You get it? So, y'all live in them times. That's how y'all move. Y'all fight y'all battles with y'all mouths. Like, I don't know. Be careful out there. More than likely, you going to die. So, man, real, I tell the young nigga the truth. Listen here, blood. By the end of the year, you probably gonna be dead. But you got to speak, chant, clear your name out. That's that. That's all I could tell you. He said, I'm just saying these things happen to me. In retrospect, I don't even got paperwork. Y'all got a lot of things in the daytime. Meaning in the daytime, you don't have to have paperwork. I'm not sure what that means. That's just weird. Say, man, say to me, like, you know, a nigga don't have to have paperwork. So then I asked the nigga, like, because I'm OG, blood, you can't get one off on me. So I asked the nigga, if you don't have to have paperwork in the daytime, how you know? He ratted. Some of y'all like, damn, that's a good fucking question. Again, if it ain't no paperwork always, well then how you know he told? You only know through hearsay then. Remember, you didn't see paperwork, you say it don't gotta be paperwork. Cool. If it don't gotta be paperwork, then you tell me, how do a nigga know when a nigga ratted if it ain't got to be no paperwork? Nobody got an answer. Because that's the stupidest shit you can ever say out your mouth. How does a nigga get a nigga locked up and there's no paperwork? How does the fucking jury, not the jury, what is they called? The state that's fighting against the defendant. How the fuck do they find you guilty and use whoever ratted on you and it ain't in paperwork? I never seen somebody correct on a person and it ain't in the paperwork. Where's the proof then for the judge? Like that part. You see how y'all dumb in the daytime? Y'all just say anything, anybody could say anything to y'all, and it's like, yeah, that's right. If ain't no paperwork on it, nigga, then ain't no rat. That's like a nigga telling you, I own this car, but I ain't got no paperwork. Nigga, you don't own that car, you're a thief. You get it? You're a liar. You don't own that shit. That part. You do have cases. I don't even want to say you have cases where there's no paperwork. There's always going to be paperwork, even if a nigga's a confidential informant. It's going to be on the paperwork that it's a confidential informant. It just ain't going to say his name. But you know who you broke the law with, so you know then, like, you get it? That part. Meaning even if a person say he a confidential informant, they should be showing you paperwork where, look, the confidential informant ratted on me. That's him. You can't say there's no paperwork. Then what the fuck are we talking about? Because that courthouse deal with paperwork, nigga. I can't tell on you when I put that shit in paper. Or at least on a record. Like, I can't not tell on you unless it's proof that I'm telling on you. Otherwise, how they gonna charge you with whatever I say? You gotta be credible. That part. Now, think how many top gangsters y'all heard in the daytime say the dumbest shit y'all ever heard, which is it ain't always got to be paperwork. Now you get to see how y'all out here, y'all OGs in the daytimes is half a dick suckers. They retarded, my nigga. Some of these niggas had a whole dick in their hand. In real life. And so this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy in the daytime. There's certain shit that just didn't fly over nigga head. Otherwise, what you talking about? I mean, these niggas been talking about Jim Jones ratting for a whole month. They gonna be talking about that shit to the rest of the year. Y'all don't know what ain't gangster? You ain't got to be gangster. You should at least know what ain't gangster. What the fuck is gangster about that? If the man a rat, do something. If you're having a discussion with no intent to do nothing but expose him as a rat, then who cares? That part. It's this thing called views. Niggas will talk about anything forever if there's views in it. Y'all young, y'all get caught up on that shit and forget. Man, these goofy ass niggas just on here for the views. They gonna get paid off that. And my goofy ass sitting here entertaining it. That's why they keep talking about the same thing over and over. This is what you call stuck. Meaning they getting paid to talk about the same dumb shit over and over and act like they care when they don't. Whack 100 don't care if Jim Jones a rat. He don't even care that 6ix9ine a rat. He'll convince y'all 6ix9ine ain't a rat so he can work with him. Meaning Whack 100 will tell y'all 6ix9ine is truly just a civilian. Even though 6ix9ine got locked up rolling with gangsters. How do you hang with gangsters every day, hold guns, put hits out on people, and you not a gangster? It don't matter if you not tough. Gangster don't got nothing to do with tough. Gangster's just like a job. He was a gangster. It's not a tough one. Half y'all gonna join the Bloods this year. Y'all asser than 6ix9ine. Most gang members, when they first start, they like 6ix9ine. Goofy and giggly and don't know what they doing. They extra and shit. And get a little power behind them, they get mad extra. These the niggas you see with the red flag hanging all the way down they fucking... It's hanging out their back pocket all the way down their pants. This is not what that was ever about, man. When I was young, ganging niggas ain't even do that. That was weirdo shit, nigga. Why is you out here like that? Everybody know who. If you gotta wear flags all over you, blood, you not putting in no work. Cause I hit the block up like the whole motherfucker up. That whole block know me, nigga. Whether I got on blue, yellow, whatever. Y'all know me, nigga. I come through this bitch and air everybody out. That's how you getting on, nigga. Not from wearing red flags and shit. That's dumb. What does that mean? We didn't get in the gang for that. Niggas get in the gang, it don't matter what gang I'm in, you gonna know what gang I'm in. Cause I'm about to be all up on your ass, nigga. You get it? It ain't a crip I didn't know and the Latin King I didn't know cause they putting in work. It wouldn't matter what they got on. I know that nigga face. He shot me, blood. Like that. Y'all don't live like that. Y'all be like, ask them about me. Why? You done, nigga? Show me right now with who you is. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all like, he ain't talking to solids. He crazy. Nah, blood, y'all weird. Y'all lost on views and dying. Because that's how that happened. Meaning you got people realer than, I'm realer than all the niggas y'all know. On real life. There's niggas realer than me. Not none of them niggas y'all watching. I'm talking about these niggas realer than me. That wouldn't even say this. They'll just dome your ass. Like, yeah, learn like that. You be on the floor, your feet be shaking. The nerves be all fucked up. You dead though. Your nerves still moving. And so grass, like I told y'all before, when you get shot, nigga, them bullets gonna break your bones. It's not like the movie. Blood ain't gonna flash out and you ain't gonna be running like, no, nigga, your shirt gonna move like that. Ain't gonna be no blood nowhere. Your bones gonna be all broke the fuck up. You gonna be gasping, wondering like, what the, how my bone break? That's the reality. And then that shit get ugly. And so, I don't know who y'all listening to, but stop. You're gonna have y'all dead out here. Most these old niggas talking to y'all, they past that point. You get my point? Young niggas ain't gonna get at old niggas, and old niggas is at a point in life where they got kids and grandkids, and so they not gonna move like that. You get it? Whack ain't moving on niggas, and none of these old niggas y'all see talking is moving on nobody. If they can't send a youngin' to do they dirt, they ain't doing shit. They past that age. You got to actually get up on them and do something. Other than that, they not chasing nothing. You get it? They already put their work in. You get it? Some of these niggas older than me. I'm speaking from reality. When you got bullet holes and shit in you and you been putting in work for so long, that shit get old. Fast. When you like, I ain't got time for this shit. I got my kids going for shit. You got too much other shit going to worry about that. And so my point is these old niggas ain't gonna get no repercussions for their actions because y'all ain't gonna see them because y'all young. And niggas they age don't care. We past that point. And so the point I'm making is this shit all falling on the young head. And so y'all got to be mindful. Y'all youngsters, my generation growing up, we had parents. I'm not talking individually. But as a generation, we had a generation over us that didn't sell out yet, and they were still straight with us. You get it? This is how I know how I know. The generation above me, they were straight with me. Nigga, this how this go, this how that go. You get lost following the goofy niggas in the wave and get swallowed up and washed up. Are you focused like the solid niggas out here do, which is a small few, but you get it? Meaning you had elders above you that's gonna tell you. They ain't scared of you or none of that. They gonna tell you, nigga, I'll knock your ass the fuck out here in front of your whole little crew. Y'all don't have elders that's gonna press up on y'all like that. Like y'all better cut it the fuck out before we cut y'all down. Y'all elders scared of y'all. They trying to impress y'all. In that, y'all going to jail and getting killed because y'all elders kind of like, as long as they don't kill me type shit. You get it? They ain't willing to get in y'all face and say, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna die for my little nigga because y'all elders looking for y'all to die for them. I didn't come up like that. We died for our young nigga. If you gonna come get my younger nigga, you gotta come through me. Period. In the daytime, niggas put the youngins in front of them like a chessboard. Run through all these little niggas while I slide out. And so if you're young out here looking up to a nigga, you better find something else to look up to. The niggas is crazy. Louis World said in Indianapolis, that's exactly how it is. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you young, the old niggas done sold y'all out. You're not gonna come across too many old niggas like me who I ain't got the benefit off the streets no more. You get it? And so I ain't got to go with the flow or nothing out there. I got legit business, it work. And so when that I say what I want. A lot of y'all got to eat off them streets, and so you got to finagle how you can go with the flow without going all the way with it, and so you get my point. And that a lot of people can't say nothing, and so the youth going down the drain because of that. PT Enrico said facts. Our old heads was mean, but 100. They was mean when they need be. You get it? I don't want to say they was mean, cause I had Jordans and shit on. Hella OGs used to give me put $1 and shit in my pocket many days. That was them times. OG pull up and just throw mad money in the air, so we had shit. You know, some of us that don't have, we could have something for that day. So they wasn't mean, but if you was out of pocket, you was gonna get the whole shebang from more than one OG too. Meaning you think twice before you do some dumb shit, cause you like, damn, every old nigga on the block gonna rob me. This shit gonna last for a whole week. I'm not gonna see every nigga when I get back. I'm gonna see this old nigga today. I might see a couple of these niggas tomorrow, and they all gonna fuck me up for what I did. Like that. Where you like, I ain't even doing nothing wrong. I haven't got time for this shit. It's like the family. Back in the day when the whole family was whooping the kid ass, you say I ain't fucking up because my grandma gonna whoop my ass, my mama, my daddy, my uncle. In the daytime, ain't nobody gonna whoop y'all ass. Nobody. And so in that, it's easy for y'all to say, man, I can get in trouble in school, I can get in trouble here, there, because I ain't gonna really get that whole load of ass whoopings where it's like I ain't fucking with it because that's too many ass whoopings. So y'all got all the leeway to fuck up. It's a deep thing. Thank you to whoever gave back. I missed that. Now let me see if I missed any questions. Hit this blunt, and then I want to get to the history of the red and blue bloods. Of course, red and blue bloods, this is a phrase regarding the status of people, meaning your blue bloods is like people who are privileged, who have wealth and status passed down to them. Your red bloods is like people who have to fight for the wealth and status that they achieve. So it's not to say red bloods and blue bloods is different, but they have acquired the same things by different means. Meaning blue bloods, privilege. Red bloods, you're impoverished, but they don't represent, I don't want to say the impoverished, but the coming from impoverished. One side is coming from impoverished, the other side knows nothing of it. You get it? Both sides being wealthy and powerful, but this one side is actually coming from poverty. So this is your red bloods and blue blood phrase. That's what it means. This goes all the way back. This should go back to ancient times. But when dealing with America, you have the Native Americans and many indigenous people from anywhere. Not just the Native American indigenous people, but indigenous people from anywhere. A lot of the colonizers refer to them as Red Indians. You get it? All of them. And this is because they used to paint themselves red. Indigenous people seem to do that. Don't matter where they from. They like put red paint or red mud paint on them. It's like a tradition. It mean again, it don't matter where they at. They could be in America, Sentinel Islands, Africa. You find an indigenous person anywhere, you're gonna see red mud on them. Or they gonna look red. Like they put red shit on them. They got tribes like that in Africa that still do that. They make their hair red, their skin is red, but it's like a mud red. Not like this, but like mud. And so, like I said, they called the Indians the Red Indians, and of course, y'all know the soldiers of that time, the colonizers, they called them the Blue Coats. You get it? So you had the Red Indians and the Blue Coats. And this is your sides. Of course, you have your red states and your blue states, fall under the same orders. This is your Republican and Democrat. And of course, you have police officers, firemen, red and blue again. Meaning this is a systematic thing. This ain't no mistake. Red and blue, and how everything is divided into that. Meaning when you're dealing with the law, it's divided into red and blue. Fireman and cop. When you're dealing with politics, so then everything get divided into red and blue, Democrat and Republic. When you're dealing with the beginnings of a place getting colonized, they even do it then with indigenous men. They call them red Indians and we the blue coats. And so from the beginnings of the colonization of a place, these orders are being instilled in every category of the life. Whether you talking law, politics, anything, it's divided into red and blue. Even if you get into the movies, red pill, blue pill. If he were to take the blue pill, he would just stay stupid and dumb, working his job where his life is alright. He take the red pill, now this nigga broke and shit, living on a fucking spaceship, starving. Red for poverty. You take the red pill, this nigga's on a spaceship now, you know, all broke, they look dirty, they wear dirty ass sweatsuits, shit like that. You take the blue pill, he would have just stayed in the world he was in, you know, partying in the club, having money in his pocket, like that. You could live the lie, the fake system, or you could live the red truth. It's just like, it get rough out here, baby. Now, it didn't stop there. They brought this into the gangs. Meaning in America, of course, you had your outlaws, and I explained how these outlaws were paid by the system to influence others. And so a lot of these outlaws started gangs and things, and so this is how your gangs kind of started. And so, of course, you had many gangs in the past. Most of these gangs not being gangs that broke the law, but their thing was more about saving their people from falling into this trap. Because, like I said, this was a government ploy to get people to break the law and end up in jail. And so, in your early 1900s, even to the mid 1900s, this was known. And so, if you pay attention to black people, we didn't have gangs. You had bootleggers, right? You know, that gang, you know, the Al Capones and them, bootlegging beer, these kind of gangs, outlaws, gangsters. Black people never fell into that. You notice that? We never had those kind of gangs that was going against. We didn't have those kind of gangs that was doing illegal activities. We had gangs that was actually fighting the system. Not in a way where you rob the bank, but like really trying to get a change. You get it? This is what black gangs was. Black Panthers, any gang you could think of. This was their objective. Not to go rob shit and loot shit and break the law, but to get up in those who have power face and get ourselves, you know, what we need. Of course, at this time, many of the outlaws was gunned down. That's how most of they shit ended. In a wild shootout where they got killed, like 25 years old. Like Billy the Kid was like 21. You get it? And so by the time the 1900 came, a lot of the blacks seen like, man, that shit is a trick. They're fucking paying these dudes to influence motherfuckers to do crime so they can lock them up. And so if you look at all the early gangs, meaning black ones, from your Black Panthers, even before that, they political parties, meaning they political gangs, not gangs that's really focused on breaking laws like your bootleggers or your ancient outlaws. See, all the outlaws is white. It's like I said, black people didn't do that. We got real fucking problems. We don't got time for that. You get it? Motherfucking brother in jail. Mama got diabetes, about to die. You got bigger problems that money can't fix. You get it? Black people got problems that's bigger than money, blood. Yeah, it's all about money if that's what you want to say, but black people got problems that's bigger than that. Big mama got diabetes. Money can't fix that. You get it? Big uncle in jail, they hit that nigga with the L. Money can't fix that. You get it? Black people problems don't even boil down to money. That shit boil down to a whole headache. And so back in them days, you couldn't brainwash a nigga with money because he like that shit ain't gonna help my situation. Nigga, all that shit gonna do is help me to get away from my peoples, but the situation still is. You get it? So it's deep. You look at blacks, we ain't get lost in the gangs, but we did have political parties. And so the red and blue orders was brought to the gangs. Meaning in 1971, In 1971, this is when the Crips kind of started in LA. Blood shortly after that. This show Red and Blue thing. I don't even know if they was red and blue then. You had other political parties, the Black Panthers, you had your Gangster Disciples, you had, these is political parties. If you a Gangster Disciple and you go back before the 70s, or you go back before 71, political shit. It wasn't really, you get it? It didn't have too much to do with like, if I see this nigga, I'm gonna kill him. It had to do with this gang fighting the system in some way. Not the next nigga. That wasn't even a style in them times. I'm not fighting my brother. That's dumb. That part. And so all the gangs and political parties we did have, they fell under political, not shooting each other. 1971, Crip started. Shortly after that, Blood started. This show Red and Blue now being pushed into the gangs. All gangs predating this Crip and Blood, Red and Blue thing will fall under the Red and Blue. Meaning it don't matter what gang you can name in today times, it fall under Crip and Blood in some way. Even Gangster Disciples in them. Right? That part. Why is that? You got Mexican gangs in LA. They wear either blue or red. I'm saying it again. You got Mexican gangs in LA. You will figure like, okay, they don't got nothing to do with black shit, blue and red shit. Yet, their gangs still fall under them colors. Meaning you can go to the Mexican side of fucking LA, and they got all different gang sets, but them motherfuckers is falling like under red and blue. This is why in LA, two Bloods could beef with each other. Because they not in the same gang. Somehow they have both fallen under red. They don't even know how. Ma Pyru ain't really got nothing to do with Blood. Somehow, they do now. If you ask an original Ma Pyru member from LA, he'll tell you this shit ain't had nothing to do with like a Blood. It was just like a block thing. Ma Pyru. And we under Blood. Get it? What are Gangster Disciples associated with? Bloods or Crips? I mean, it don't matter what gang you name. They somehow connected to like a Blood, or they fall under red and blue. That ain't by mistake. Some of y'all not in the gang world, so you don't know. Some of y'all in the gang world, and you like, damn, I didn't realize that, but that is true. What's that rap group? Insane in the Membrane, Cypress Hill. That's a Mexican gang from LA. They wear red bandanas, so they classified as a blood set. Even though technically they a Mexican gang. How that even happen? That part, nigga. It's a government thing. Meaning the gangs we fall into, they government owned. Just like all the outlaws of the past that fell into crime, they ain't never realized that was a government started thing. They done paid niggas to start breaking the law so others can follow and they can stuff them in this newly developing prison system. Same with the gangs. You got political parties looking to fight the system. Somehow they put these niggas into red and blue sides. Now they start shooting each other in the head. That's why they do that. You get it? That part. If you put niggas on red and blue sides, they'll kill each other. They'll forget the whole point of whatever they was doing. You got red Indians and blue coats. That part. Now they killing each other just like that. You got the Republicans and the Democrats. The Democrats will put a hit out on the Republican. I'm sure it happened already. I'm sure John F. Kennedy got his head blown off by somebody in politics. Right? That part. Once you put this shit in red and blue, I don't know what it is about them colors. It's sorcery, like I always say. It's an order to this shit. Developing a country, that is. So these is the orders. Everybody gonna fall under red or blue. Meaning you gonna have civilians falling under that shit soon. on a real level. Some of y'all like, I don't see how. You would have the gangs would have you would have said that in the past with the gangs. I don't see how the Black Panthers gonna fall under the blood and crip. That part. Everybody you see that's blood and crip is basically black. Motherfuckers was Black Panthers. That part. It's all government made. Meaning if you were blood and crip, you just some shit that the government made up. It don't matter where you from. The same way the government came to the outlaws in the past and made them influence others to be outlaws to go to jail, and it was really started by the government. Same with y'all gangs. Started by the government. One of you niggas sold out to the government to recruit the rest of y'all niggas. And then that shit has an impact for generations to come. In real life. The dude that started Bloods in New York was a rat. They can't say if the fucking warden or one of the high government officials came to this nigga's cell and influenced him to do that. Because like I said, every gang in every place was going to fall under the red and blues. You had crews in New York. You get it? Nietas, Latin Kings. What's this shit where they was all having sex with each other? Zulu Nation. You had hella fucking crews. None of them exist no more. They either absolved into blood or crip. Even in New York. Meaning that shit started in LA in the 71s. By 91, it was in New York. The beginnings of it. You got your Crips and your Bloods, but nobody know truly how it started. So if you a Blood, you say it started with OG Mac. Yeah, but OG Mac was a rat. That part. It's like I said, the gangs are started by the government. They just find one nigga to sell out. You recruit the rest and all you niggas go down and he never do. Where OG Mac at? The OGCK, they ripped his face because he fucking told them that OG Mac was a rat. That's how deep it go. Meaning like that. Motherfucker be a whole rat government official. Niggas will kill you if you tell on them. Meaning if you tell people that, that's how that go. Tell that a nigga's a rat in the gang, the whole gang kill you. Like American Me. They killed the OG because he say, nah, don't kill little puppet. Ain't that deep. They say, nah, you gotta die too. With little puppet. Like that. And so trying grass. He said, I guess it's better to just be off grid and clumps. Yeah, I don't know what you're going through, champ. You say they said you ratted and shit like that. I be feeling for some of y'all. Ain't about living off grid, champ. Maybe you need to find new friends, new environment, new things to get yourself involved into. Like I say, the music y'all listen to will put y'all on a vibration. So, you gotta look at the mind like your mind is fucking... Our minds is contaminated. That's all. It's hard for y'all to think and do right when the mind vibrating on the wrong shit. The music say what it say. You can't serve two masters. A lot of y'all don't get that. You say like, I want my life to be good. I want to live the right way. I want to have, wealth and things like that. Then you listening to poverty. Nigga say, I'm selling dope on the corner. I'm going to shoot this nigga in the forehead. We doing Molly. You get it? But then on the flip side of your mind, you like, nah, I want to live a good life. I want to have wealth. But all of that stuff is associated with the poverty in impoverished neighborhoods. You got to separate what come from impoverished environments and start to pull yourself away from it. Arguing with niggas, that's poverty. That's some shit that happened in the poor neighborhoods. You get it? Where everybody already angry because shit ain't like it need be. You got to separate what is poverty and start to separate yourself from it. Start there. Don't be arguing with niggas and shit like that. That mean you impoverished environments. I don't have arguments with people because I'm not in them kind of environments. Where niggas is all impoverished out and upset already. Where anything you fucking say gonna cause an argument. You get it? You gotta. I'm older, so I ain't gonna knock y'all. I mean, y'all got to get to. Y'all got to get to. Hopefully, y'all can make it. Getting old is some shit like that. Gotta just look nigga in the eye and say, man, I hope you make it. Like, make it weird. To 35 or something. Like, I'll make it. Because shit crazy. Niggas is crazy. So it's deep. Indigenous mindset. So it could be true Jim Jones a rat. You got fuck niggas in the daytime. So whoever don't like Jim Jones, whether it be through envy or whatever, so they gonna say he a rat. Even if there's no real proof, they gonna say he a rat before that. Then you got niggas that's chewing on his dick. He give him money and shit. Even if it's proven he a rat, they gonna kill theyself to say he ain't. And so you dealing with all fuck niggas into daytime. And so it don't matter if Jim Jones a rat. Because y'all all fuck niggas. Meaning y'all too emotional to do anything right. You get my point? Like I said, the niggas that saying Jim Jones is a rat is just niggas that's envious of him and hate him. And the niggas that's saying he ain't just on his dick. But ain't nobody actually looking to see like, okay, let's see if he really is a rat or not. And so, I don't know. He got locked up in Georgia. That shit's strange right there. You don't get away with that. Too many fucking charges. So I don't come to no conclusions. He would just have to explain that. Not to me, to whoever he fuck with. Meaning I'm just speaking in perspective. Like if I fuck with him, I would have just tell him like, yeah, you got locked up in Georgia, man. And you had hella charges, nigga. How that, like, what happened? What deal did you make with them where they made that shit like go down to like where you just pay a fine and shit? Cause they ain't doing that shit for nothing. So like, what kind of arrangement did you make with them? And if he get to start to stuttering and not just talk straightforward like, yo, this what happened and that's how that happened, then that's when I look him in the eye. I say, you ratted, my nigga. Period. I don't want to play with you. Gotta go. Meaning that's how that go. If you my man and we talking about it and I come to the conclusion you ratted, you gotta slide, nigga. You got like 10, 13, 15 seconds. Just for disrespecting me, you know? You could have came and just said real with me. Like, yo, bro, you know, bro, I fell short. You fucking coming around me, nigga, like you don't know what you is. Just flame you out, they flame me out by mistake. So you like playing dirty. So you gotta go. Give you 10 seconds. But that's all how that's supposed to go. Simple and quick and fast. Ain't that deep. It don't take a month to figure out if you read it or not. And so, it's like they say Freaky Zeke a rat. Freaky Zeke wasn't no rat back in the day when that shit happened. So you get my point? Y'all rewriting history. If niggas try to rob you and run you over with a car and shoot you the fuck up, and that shit all on camera, that's their mistake. You get it? You gotta do what you ain't. I ain't asked you to come shooting me on camera and shit, nigga. Why I gotta protect you now? Cause you sloppy. That's what we doing in the daytime. You could come shoot me up all sloppily, where you get your own self in trouble, and now I gotta keep my mouth shut to protect you, and we not even cool, nigga. You get my point? Ratting is a thing that got to do with your friends. Anything outside your friends, you shouldn't even have an issue. You get my point? How the fuck you getting locked up with a nigga you don't know? Again, ratting is just a thing with your peoples. Outside of your peoples, who the fuck are you even dealing with where that would even be a situation? You get my point? And so, it's simple. The ratting shit got to do with making sense and keeping your crew tight. It ain't got to do with saving the whole world and every nigga from everywhere. Fuck everybody from anywhere, nigga. Like that. You run up and shoot a nigga and you get, if I shoot you and you don't die, in my mind you gonna tell. You're not gonna help me. I know that. Damn, I died.